Hello everyone, it's Lisa Kester with Wild Acorns Pottery, and today is October 16th, and I remember that date because today is my anniversary, my wedding anniversary. Been married, I think it's 41 years, 42 maybe, 19, I forget the year we're married. Yeah, 41 years, I guess. After a while, you just, they all blend together. Anyway, too much information, right? Um, anyway, so here's what I'm doing today. I'm making these little Scentsy bowls because I live in Cincinnati and it's bangle season and we have the bangles. So I thought I'd make some little Scentsy bowls. And normally they have handles, and I have a stamp of the city of Cincinnati, and it says Cincinnati on there. But time got away from me, and they got too hard to put handles on. So we improvised. I put these little cute little things on here. Those cute. So those can be little handles, right? Then I made a stencil that says Cincy. I sure didn't want to cut out a whole Cincinnati. So I thought I might share that with you because you can make your own stencil. So what I did, I think I showed you before. You get those ads in the mail. Oh, here's one here. I save all these. Here's one for Rupert Heating. Here's one for Gathering of the Guilds. Oh, this was something the Clay Alliance was involved in. The Weavers Guild of Cincinnati put that on. I missed that. Oh, I should have gone. That was an excellent thing. But anyway, so you get all these. Oh, look at Mr. Steve Shabbat. But anyway, you get all these things in the mail, and they're kind of a thick cardstock. In fact, like this one even has like a plastic coating on it. These are perfect for stencils if you want to cut out a stencil for your pottery. So what I did was I hand drew the word Cincy, and then I just cut them out with an exacto knife. Now, this isn't going to last, for 50 bowls or something. In fact, what I might do is figure out how to use my Cricut machine that my son got me for Christmas last year that I've never used. I have turned it on and kind of messed with it, but I had gotten it for stickers, and it doesn't really make the kind of stickers I thought it would. So, but it should be good for stencils, so that's my next project. But if you don't have a Cricut, these work pretty good. So you can cut out whatever you want. Like I said, just hand draw it out or trace it from a newspaper or a magazine, or you can buy those foam letters. If you didn't want letters, you can use foam cutouts of any kind, stamp it on the paper, and then cut it out with your exacto knife. And they last pretty well. So that's how that turns out. Now, I was going to outline that with orange. What do you guys think? I kind of like it the way it is. And then I thought about flecking some orange specks on it, but I don't know. I don't know. I kind of just like it the way it is. Also thought about doing one in orange lettering and outlining it in black, because you know how I am with black liner. It's pretty hard for me to do anything without black liner. I just gotta put that black liner on there. It's an addiction, I mean, what are you gonna do? So, but I did try to take a thin brush and outline it orange, and I didn't like it. So anyway, but yeah, so I'll show you how I did this. Let me lower you down. It's not, I know I said rocket science yesterday, but this isn't really either. Not that any of it, is overly exciting, but then I get to talk to you guys and say hi. And so now this is, it's a little damp still. I just use it on that one to try it out. But so what I do is I just lay this down, and you want to make sure you don't have any on the other side, of course. And then I just lay it on here like this. Now I've got the handles to go by so that I can judge it. Try to get an idea. But I thought it'd be fun to even do some, you know, different words, you know, not just Scentsy, maybe do fun things. So, okay, so, you know, I've got big hands, but, so I'm just holding it down like that, okay? I'm going to kind of hold I'm holding my fingers on here. So can you see that? Okay, I've got it lined up with the top of the rim. And then I'm just going to pull this down, try to tighten it a little bit. It helps if your bowl is straight up and down. It obviously would be a pretty pain in the hiney to do that. But these bowls, since they have straight sides, the straighter the sides, the easier it is. So I'm holding it down, and I got myself this little fancy sponge I cut out. And then I'll show you. I just squeezed out some Amaco Velvet Underglaze. This is the jet black. You do not want to add any water to this. That's very, very important. I learned my lesson on that one on the first one. Do not want to add any water. So what I did was I squirted it out here, and I actually just let it dry out a little bit. I think I've got an extra little sponge in here too. Yeah, I do. Look at it. Yeah, just I save all kind of little sponges, and you just cut them in squares, and you can use them for all sorts of things. So anyway, so I'm going to dab this in here, and I'm going to dab off all the excess. I don't want any excess. And then you just want to, if you've ever stenciled, you just push down and lift up, straight down. No swishing around. And then some of these, where the end was, these little in-between pieces got kind of flimsy. So what I did was I actually layered some tape over them to make them a little stiffer. And then I took my exacto knife and cut them out again. So straight up and down. That looks pretty good. And if you miss any parts, you can always come back with a paintbrush. I'm going to wipe off my hand, and then I'm going to gently let that go. And then I've got this little heater down here. I turn my little heater on. I'm going to dry that out. Dry that out for next time. So that's how it turns out. We'll try another one too. But you could do the handles in any color you want if you have a sports team, or you just want to make it just a fun color for wherever you live. But yeah, so I don't know. It's killing me not to take my black liner out like that. But maybe I'll try an orange one and do that. Let's see. And I even like how the letters aren't crisp around them, if you notice that. You're not going to get a real crisp outline unless you have, you know, you have a regular stencil cut out of plastic, or and your clay is really smooth. You might, this clay has grog in it. This is a Laguna B-Mix 5 with grog. So this one I did not plan on writing on it, so I did not take my rubber rib when I trimmed it and smoothed it down. So it's kind of rough, and that's why it's gonna look like that. But let's try the orange. This is not quite dry. It's kind of getting chilly here in Cincinnati. Chilly for me anyway. If it gets below 70, it's chilly. Especially if you're sitting here all day painting and your hands are in the cold water. I start off with warm water. It's easier on my hands. Okay, well, this isn't gonna dry too fast, but let's try here, let me set this down. I'll set this in front of the heater down there. Let me get some orange out. Let's see here. I think this is the just regular Amaco Velvet Orange. Queen City Clay has their Amaco, or their Mako number 8 brushes in, if anybody's interested. They have them for $10 a piece, which is a pretty good price. I think I'm going to get a different brush. That brush didn't. There we go. Maybe just a little bit more. There's green underneath here, but I don't think that'll come through. I'm going to wipe some off on this little spongy. There we go. Okay, now let's see. Let's try this again with the orange. I can't get all this black off my fingers. Goodness sakes, it's like everywhere. Ugh. You can always wipe it off your pot if you get it on there, but okay, let's see. I'm gonna lay this back on here. I'm gonna measure from side to side. That looks pretty good. So now I'm going to pull it tight. You could tape it. You could tape, you know, actually you could put a hole here, run a rubber band through to the other side to hold it on also, but yeah, you could tape those down, but you know, pulling it on and off like I am. So I'm pulling it tight. Okay, now hopefully you can see that. So I got my little fancy sponge here. I'm just going to dab it in here, and I'm going to sponge that on. See how that looks. Yeah, this is kind of a fun way if you, especially if you're a teacher and you're have little kids. They could cut out little flowers and just lay the stamps down on the flowers. Now some of the black is getting into it, but that's My hand moved a little bit here. Let's see, let's get that. I'm kind of liking the black though. That's is getting on there. Let's see. Whoop. I'll set that back in front of my little heater down here. Wipe my hands clean. So there you go. There's the orange. We'll put that in front of the heater here. Let's outline it, because you know I'm dying to do that. You guys can tell me which one you like. I think I want to make some more of these. So this, for those who haven't seen one of my earlier videos, this is a Zyme applicator bottle. There's a red that's smaller and a blue that's larger. I prefer the blue one, but the red one, if you got smaller hands, would be perfect. This is a number 20 tip. See the yellow? That means it's a number 20 tip. I got a little happy face on there. But XIEM. And for me, I like these. Now, there's a lot of people who like, trying to hold that in front of the heater so it dries. These two. Now, I bought some of these. Amaco makes a designer liner. And a lot of my friends love these things. In fact, some of them have colors, have them in all different colors. And they work really nice. I have found that if you buy one of these, I like to add a touch of water to them, just a touch. If you like the scratchy look on your pottery, like a more of a scratchy line, then that's how they come out normally. But if you add just a touch of water, it's a little bit more of a continuous line. But you have to be very careful you don't add too much water. But the difference between a Amaco designer liner and this jet black underglaze is that Amaco has designed this designer liner to come through underglaze. So if you put this on first and then you glaze over the top of it with underglaze, this will show through. This will come through. I don't know if it will if you put like 3 or 4, a bunch of coats on top of it. I would say like if you put a couple coats, it'll come through. That's what it's that's how they advertise it. It's that's how they designed it. So let's set this aside. And if you Yeah, so even when these dry out, don't put water on them. Just put a little bit more of the underglaze on the top, and the underglaze underneath that's dry will suck the water out of the underglaze on the top that you just put on there and make it a little bit thicker. Just don't add water to it. Okay, so I've shaken this up pretty good. I do not empty this in between. I fill it up and I leave it that way for months. But it's very, very important when you store it to store it needle down. If you store it this way, the underglaze is going to dry in the tip here, and it is really, really hard to get out. I had to soak mine in, I tried hydrogen peroxide. You can soak it in like a little cap full of Coke, or Dawn detergent. If that doesn't work, you can try WD-40, but it's going to take a while to soak it. So, okay, so hopefully I don't have, I'll get a black dot here. It's so hard to keep this black off your hands. Gosh. So hard to keep your hands clean, period. I make such a mess. Okay, gotta try I think I've got stuff on my towel, is the problem. Alright. So, let's, now, I thought I saw a drip come out. When you're filling this, I use the jet black Amaco Velvet. When you're filling it, I add a little bit of water to this. Be careful you don't add too much water. If you turn it upside down, and underglaze drips out, you've added way too much water. Squirt it all back into a dish. Either let it dry out overnight and put it back in, or add a little more underglaze and put it back in. But see how I've got that drip coming out? You can't see that. That's not good. It wasn't doing that yesterday though, so I'm not sure why it's doing it today. Hopefully I don't make a mess here because, okay, let's see here. I can tell it's a little, mine's a touch watery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tip off when I'm done and let it sit open overnight. Either that or I might just fill it up with underglaze the rest of the way, but it feels pretty full, so. Okay, there's the C. That's looking pretty good. What do you think? So I just keep cleaning it on this paper towel to keep my tip clean. All right, now always squirt it on a paper towel first. I made a little boo-boo. I shouldn't have put that line, oh, yeah, I shouldn't have put this line right here. So I'm going to get that off of there. It's part of my N. If it doesn't come out, do it on paper. Don't. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so what do you guys think? I'm kind of liking the orange. So what do you think? You can see Scentsy. I think if I would like these black if I made some more like this. What do you think? And then, so let's see if I can put these together. You guys can tell me what you think. Which one you like better? I don't know. But anyway, so that's just all I wanted to show you guys. It's my Scentsy bowls. Probably sell these for like, I don't know, $28. If you see it, you like it. And I did a couple other ones that have been fired. So I will, if I post this video today, you probably won't, I won't add that picture on until tomorrow. Well, yeah, my kiln probably won't be cool enough. We'll see. If it's cool enough tonight, I'll add the picture of a finished one. But basically it's going to look the same, only shiny. The colors don't change on these Amaco Velvets, really. So, alright, let me know what you think. I hope you have a wonderful day. And that is, just wanted to show you about some fun little easy way to make some, oops, there we go. An easy way to make some stencils. Yeah, look at that. I just used an old advertisement. You really can't see the back of it, can you? Look, I'm going to take this rag up here. Look at that. There you go. That's what it looks like cut out. I just did that with a exacto knife. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave them in the comments, and I always try to answer my comments back. Sometimes, you know, they get lost, but if not, just message me again. All right, if you're in the local area, these are all going to be at my festival this coming weekend, the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, down on Kilby Road in Cincinnati, Ohio, at the Weber Farms, and it's called the Weber Family Pumpkin Festival. All right, have a great day.